So I'm not gonna not ask the question because you're uncomfortable. You know, I just feel like it's what you said. We power through, we find a solution or a resolution. But I also found that people who were in these groups, they have a lot of power when they're together. And they'll vote as a block and they'll yes each other, but in the parking lot, they want to have a different conversation with me. I don't do that. If you can't hold your own, when I'm standing by myself holding my own, and I'm okay with being unpopular, but I expect for other people to be able to do that too. But then I hear Dickie, and I'm just kind of questioning where the balance is, because maybe I shouldn't be so quick to not have those conversations in the parking lot and engage with the people more. So maybe putting a little more energy and effort in that way might help turn the tide. So I appreciate the comments.
Write you a check for $125. You just solve your own problem. Just give yourself a check. Go to the bank and cash it. Go to the bank. Yes, sir. We're going to end on this, and then Geraldine. And then, oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, one personal experience that I had. I was at the post office here recently, and there were, and I got to put this in there too. It's not that Caucasians are the only one who can be prejudiced. Blacks can be just as prejudiced. So I got to say that. But I was in the post office, and I heard this conversation. These Caucasian, it was two gentlemen and a lady who was standing right behind me, and they were having this conversation about how great and how awesome Trump is, and all the great things he's doing for the country. And it wasn't so long ago that I was hearing the same sort of conversation about how terrible Obama was and negative and all the derogatory things about Obama. So it kind of all caught me at that moment, and I kind of blurted out at him, you know. Let me try to think, because it's escaping me now exactly what I said. But it's very poignant, and to the point that you speaking so highly of Trump, but you spoke so negatively of Obama. Was because he was a white and this one was black. You know, why was that happening? And it happens out at the VA. I'm a veteran. When I go out there, I steadily hear these conversations in my ear, how negative this particular person was and how positive this one is. And you know, it seems to me that there's some sort of, I hate to say it, but some sort of prejudice existing there. And except I spoke up, and except we speak up
just want to go
and
really
say something, you know, which what you were saying, I said something, you know, and we had this conversation, this change there, you know, it wasn't, nobody was putting out no guns, was shooting nobody, nothing like that, you know, but we did have a conversation. So that's, I agree that more people need to speak up.
What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we get high. Oh, she can say that. That's a Saturday Night Live version. I'm sorry. I watch Saturday Night Live a little bit too much. When they go, y'all hear say so strong. Say that. When they go low, we get high. Okay. Ask your mama about that later. Okay. That's good now. We have one more, and then we're gonna close it. We're gonna close it out. So I want to show y'all what Geraldine. Yes, ma'am.
What's been really put on my heart came 7 years ago. Quincy got Dickie and I involved in poetry, and we were in writing poetry and gathering, and we were at End of the Line, and Quincy, he works in produce at Everman's. You shop there, please say hello to him, and he's going to get you into poetry. But he invited Ben Twigley out to do an article on the poetry, and there were many faces, many ages represented that night. One of our friends is 75, she was reading, she got posted. Dickie, myself, Q, lots of different, showing that, hey, you come to this place, you're gonna find people like you. Not just, so, and that is exactly what happened. Brian Turner saw it in the newspaper, saw this beautiful article, and Jason's mama, Marva, told him, one of our poets said, hey man, go check this out. And our gatherings are very diverse. But that put it on my heart of the media can be so helpful to start showing what is represented. One example, our jazz festival, and I'm going to be talking to someone about this to see if we can get that awareness shifted. We were there last year enjoying the Jazz Fest, and another woman that I knew from somewhere else was taking pictures. And, and so I showed up in the magazine, the Pensacola magazine, right? And I was excited to look, oh, here we are. And there was hardly any representation of what was really there at the festival. There was other cultures there enjoying the festival. And they're not represented in the media. So then that feeds it. So I'm getting, like I had asked Radio Live to bring Roman Street to Radio Live. And they're booked for next year. And the thought that I had of it is, because they bring diversity when they show up. And we can start bringing more people to enjoy these things. So, I don't know, just like you say, speak up. There's some letters I'm going to be writing, and I'm going to find out why was it. Because I don't think it was that this lady didn't take photos of other people at the Jazz Fest.
You were saying it was white. It was a group of you, black and white, and only the white faces showed up. Is that what you're saying?
Very low
okay.
minority. Well, what was really represented in the crowd?
Okay.
There is other people there. So I'm going to take the input of tonight to follow through with some areas. When I see something, to go speak to some people and see if I can help that inclusiveness. And I have, encouraging our poets lately, like Marissa had said, Dickie and I go to different diverse areas, and I said, we need to start bringing people out to some other places that are freely offered, like the Yoga Fest this weekend. Encouraging some of my friends, come on out. It needs some